Kaizer Chiefs are making another good decision again with the coach that they are now appointing. We're also going to talk about Oswin Appollis, Asanele Velebayi, and Sibongiseni Mthethwa. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pelo, I am your host, and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Khosi Football Club. Right, let's talk about Cedric Kaizer. Yes, hope I'm saying it right. He is the Burundian coach who worked with Nasreddin Nabi at Young Africans. And boy, did they have success at Young Africans. But I also just want to mention this. A coach who has worked with Nasreddin Nabi, we see this as a pattern. Because Nabi, as much as he's saying to us as fans, hey guys, be realistic. Don't think you're going to win the league in the first season. But he's trying by all means to make sure that the system or the transition between building and getting to the finished product, we do it as quickly as possible. And how do you do that? By not compromising on who you work with. You work with the people that you have worked with before, because they don't have to learn how you work, how you communicate. They already know you. And I'll also give props to Kaizer Chiefs for this, because we've complained a lot about Chiefs not giving the coach what he wants, either in terms of the technical team or the players. But right now, it's clear that they're making decisions that are saying what is best for the football club, what is best for what happens out there on the pitch. And right now, it seems like they're making good decisions. And while we're here, I just want to also mention the fact that I saw Tando tweeted this thing, and I was like, yeah, that's actually a very interesting point to raise, because he was saying that the fact that Cruz left the Chiefs does not hurt him that much. Now, come to think of it, because he was a coach who, yes, there might have been lies that he was linked with the move away. But also, you know, there was just that feeling. Yeah, but when you see William Zuki, the goalkeeper coach, when you see him celebrating with the fans, I mean with the Mfundo Vilakazi when he scored, you can just tell that this man is home. Like the other assistant coach and the fitness coach, when you see them as well, because there are two assistant coach at Chiefs now. The one who's coming, Cedric, is going to be another assistant coach. So when you see them preparing before the game, you just see they feel comfortable. But Cruz, I've never even, even at the Toyota Cup, I did not even see him. So it was like he was out of place in a sense. So maybe it was a good thing for him to leave now than for him to leave next year after we'd gotten used to him. So I think that this is not like a train smash of him to leave in any case. But Tigek, I wasn't happy when I saw that he left, because I was like, oh, disruption. But it then makes sense. If you're enjoying the video to this point, let me just ask the subscribers to like the video. And if you are new to this channel, or you are not new, you've been watching and you see we have 34,000 subscribers, it's not 100,000 subscribers, let's like the video, guys. We want to get a silver play button and have 100,000 subscribers. I put a lot of effort making some of the content. Like yesterday, the analysis video, it takes like 5 minutes to look through and watch the game and make sure that you are saying the right things and not lying to people. So please show some appreciation by subscribing to the channel so that we get to 100,000. And guys, yeah, let's move on to Asanele Velebayi. So Umazola just tweeted something, and I find it very strange because he says that Chiefs are still talking to Cape Town Spurs about Asanele Velebayi. I find that weird. I find it very weird, because Cape Town Spurs, I think yesterday or two days back, they released a statement talking about how there are no shortcuts. It was a subliminal message to Kaizer Chiefs to say, hey, we're not going to give you a discount on Velebayi, and you're not going to get out of these contracts to Velebayi. They did not say that directly, but you could just tell this is a subliminal message to someone, and that someone happens to be Asanele Velebayi and Kaizer Chiefs. So I'm like, huh? How is Chiefs still talking to them while they're throwing shades publicly like that? But then again, in my head, I'm also thinking it's possibly because that's the only winger they can get, because we saw what Userino does for us on the left wing. But the problem is, God forbid he gets injured, who's going to come in and do that? There must be someone who is going to be there, even not just because of him getting injured, but making sure that he does not get injured, because you play a player too much, then he ends up picking up unnecessary injuries. So the reason why Kaizer Chiefs might be revisiting the whole thing of Velebayi is because of what Manqoba Mngqithi said. What did Manqoba Mngqithi say? Why does this thing have anything to do with Manqoba Mngqithi? Well, Mangoba Mngeti came out and they were asking him about Oswin Appollis, and he was like, yes, I would love to have Oswin Appollis, but we don't always get what you want. And he says, I know that Esperance wanted him, but they did not get him. Now, in the Esperance, there were a lot of stories that were told or that were shared online that Esperance did not meet they did not even submit a formal bid, right? But now we're also hearing from the club themselves, what's the name of this team? Is Kukune, Polokwane City, that they don't actually want to sell the player. So now, if they don't want to sell the player to Esperance, and even Sundowns are saying the team does not want to sell the player. But Sundowns have unlimited budget. If they wanted to get him, they would get him. Even though they just signed Ukodisang and Matthews on the left wing position, they don't care. They would still get him. But if they are saying they can't get him, then who's Kaizer Chiefs? Which is exactly why I'm saying, even though Kaizer Chiefs might want him, even though Kaizer Chiefs might be feeling disrespected by Cape Town Spurs with the subliminals that they are throwing online, it might also be that thing of, we don't have a choice now, do we? So we have to go get Asanele Velebayi. So we'll wait and see. But what do you guys think? Do you think that, before we talk about Mthethwa, do you think that Chiefs should continue pursuing after this player who clearly has a lot of drama around him? Or alternatively, what could be the solution to making sure that you are including Userino and you are also managing his minutes? Because the other player that a lot of people have been bringing up is Pulemodi, that hey, Pulemodi can come in and he can solve some issues on that left wing position. But I'm like, Pulemodi is an experienced player, right? He's an experienced player and we know that he possesses quality. My thing is, if Nabi has not shown trust on him like this entire preseason, like we saw in the game against Yanga, he did not even come into play. In the first game against Marumo Kalans, he was not even on the bench. During the preseason, we did not hear that he scored a goal. So then that makes you go, that is interesting, because Utupri can be played in that position as a left winger, and Sireno, that was before Sireno was signed. So now you're asking yourself, does Mod even have a place, or is just waiting for when an opportunity presents itself? It's interesting because there's also that whole other dimension or talk of Umtu Shabalala can start as a left winger but drift inwards, and then have Sireno starting as a 10, and in that way you can also bring in Umshin as a 10, all of those things. But it's going to be interesting to see, because if Cape Town Spurs still have a good relationship with the Chiefs and they are not taking this thing of social media subliminals seriously, then we might still have a deal of Asanele Velebayi, especially since the Appollis thing does not seem like it's going to be happening. And the last thing, it's not really the last thing, could be the last thing. Imakezi has been apparently offered Sibongiseni Mthethwa by Kaizer Chiefs, because apparently Nabi has told Mthethwa that, hey dude, you're not part of my plans. So they offered him to Stellenbosch, reports said a few weeks ago, and then Namazulu wanted him, according to other reports. I think it was at Diski Times, and now SABC Sports via Umazola, they are saying that, hey, Chiefs are actually offering Mthethwa to Imakezi, the new boys. But what do you guys think of this? Should Kaizer Chiefs still pursue Asanele Velebayi, or should they just break the bank for Oswin Appollis? Let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, equals El Pelumoy.